Okay, guys, me, the Professor here. We do have a good tournament coming up right on this tab here. Nouns Invitational. Check out my top three predictions. Check out my top three predictions if you haven't already. Coming up in 3 days now. But guys, we got to discuss today what happened to Amsa. Now, I've picked Amsa to win almost every tournament he's in this year. I've been dead wrong. This is Amsa early years. We got to go back to early 2024, guys. It looked like Amsa was on top of the world, playing high level, looking like the only one that would beat Zane this year. He looked better than Cody. He looked better than Cody in Genesis. I believe he takes second place in Genesis, the first big major of the year. Amsa has been trending way down, guys. It's been a straight path down. You know, I didn't pick him for our next tournament. Check out my top three predictions for our next tournament. Again, I have Aklo 1. I do have Aklo winning his first ever major. He took second in the last 3. I have Zane 2. As we can see, Zane right here playing great all year. And I believe I had Cody 3. But Amsa's in this tournament. This could be his last opportunity for 2024 to reverse his trend. You know, if we're just trading on trend, guys, if we're going to do the stock market just been on trends, Amsa's trend has been so down this year, especially the last 2 years. And I think to take it a step further, even not just trading on trend, the title of this video, guys, is Amsa's Prime over? And I think Amsa's Prime is over, guys. Now, that does not mean he's still not great. That does not mean he's still not a top 5 player. But the question is his Prime over? And I think the question is yes. We're going to pull up our top 100 players to see where Amsa was ranked. I like having that page up. And we're also going to look at Amsa, you know, his current ranking, his tournaments for 2024, but he really did some damage in the melee scene. I believe it was 2020 or 2021. He won like 5 majors. We're going to pull that up. Actually, let's pull that up right now. We'll freeze this fight. We can always come back to this fight. That was earlier in the year. Okay, this is Nouns Invitational. Check out my top 3 predictions. I know I've said it like 5 times already. Brooklyn, New York. 3 days from now, this weekend, check out my top 3 predictions. You know, smaller tournament here. We got Zane, Mango, Amsa, J-Mook, Sunsei, Plup. Where's Aklo? I picked Aklo. Always got to make sure my pick is in the actual tournament. So, yeah, I have Aklo right there winning this. Junebug snuck in. You know, Junebug's been trending down. He did really good mid-year. We'll see if anything happens with Junebug. Keep an eye on Joshman, too. Joshman looked great in the last major. But, guys, this is Amsa's trend. Before we look at Amsa's trend, let's just look at where he was ranked. So let's go back to 2019. I think this was like pre-Amsa's rise. Oh, no, Amsa's 7. Let's go back to 2018 rather. Amsa 9th. 2019, Amsa 7. 2020, where's 2020? Flash forward to 2022, Amsa 2nd, guys. Amsa 2nd. So let's go back to this page here. Let's just go back one. Like, let's just scroll here. This was 2020. He was ranked the 2nd best player in the world. Who was ranked in front of him? That's interesting. Zane, of course. Zane again. Zane's been dominant. But 1 major, 2 major, 3 major for Amsa. 1 second. So prior to 2022, although he was ranked high, I didn't expect him to be ranked that high in the pages we just checked. Amsa never won a major before 2021. You know, we could scroll all the way down here. No Yoshis. You know, no Yoshis until 2022. Today's video, is Amsa's Prime over? I think it is, guys. I mean, I guess you can argue unless he wins the next major this weekend, but I don't think it's going to happen, guys. I don't have him in my top 3. So 2022, 1 major, 2 major, 3 major, 1 second. 2023, that was 2022 rather. 2023, no majors, only 1 second. 2024, I mean, I guess you could argue he had 3 majors early. You know, I am showing 3 seconds early, rather. I am showing Genesis, of course, where he does knock out Zane, which we were just highlighting here. You know, we could finish watching him knock out Zane. This was an impressive win, which is why, you know, even in 2024, it is 2024 now. I did predict him to win like 5 or 6, or at least put him in my top 3 in 5 or 6 tournaments. Huge Amsa fan. But, guys, it's just not there. He just can't beat, like, he can't even beat the top Foxes. You know, you got to get past the Mokis. You got to get past the Sunseis, the Joshmans, even the Codys. Even though you could argue Cody's still number 2 in the world, but you got to get past Cody in tournament. Just plays 1 character. Also, the Sheik matchup has been a little bit tough for Amsa. Believe it or not, the Zane matchup isn't his worst matchup. I was reading a stat somewhere once. Zane's probability of the tournament, winning the tournament, is so high. I was reading somewhere, I don't know if this is true, it's like 80% this year until he runs into Amsa. Then it goes way down, which I wonder if we get a head-to-head. You know, I should have got data on a head-to-head matchup between these two. But, okay, so he gets the stock. So 2 stocks apiece. Amsa's going to run this back, though, because he's up 2-2. I believe Amsa takes this. This is loser's final. No, rather, I think he loses this. Zane wins this tournament. But anyway, Amsa takes 2nd in this tournament. You know, he looked very fast in tournament 1. No, Amsa really speeds up Yoshi with the neutral A, I believe, that kick off the grab. There's right there. The A, he does it so quickly, and then the egg drop for the kill. Nope, Zane's able to get back. But Amsa really just uses moves with Yoshi. Okay, beautiful down smash. Yoshi's down smash, very powerful move. Hits in both directions, too. Let's see, can he grab the edge? Can't grab the edge. Can't kill Zane. Another neutral A. I think Amsa's best move. Okay, let's see. A nice recovery. Beautiful job recovering by Zane. And then as there's neutral A, that one's going to get the kill. But I believe Amsa's still going to take second here. Let's see if Zane runs this back, guys. But just going back to that list, that list kind of answers the question for itself. Is Amsa's prime over? Is it because Amsa has seen a decline in play? I don't think so. I think it's just because the Foxes have increased their play so much, and Fox is the much better matchup against Yoshi. And then the other thing is, did Yoshi get figured out? Like, this was the Yoshi phenomenon when Amsa took it to the highest level in 2021. Kind of like Junebug. Junebug is in Brooklyn this weekend, but guys, did DK get figured out? Was it a fluke when Junebug took third? Like you would think, and is it like, maybe Sheik, maybe some of these other matchups are just so good, whereas Fox is the deadly matchup against Yoshi, is Sheik just a deadly matchup against DK? Like, I keep thinking back to that set when Junebug, I believe, or was the other high-end DK, had 2 games against Leffen's Fox. Then he switched to Sheik, and he ran it back 3 in a row. So, like, maybe at this point in the meta, guys, are there just 2 matchups, whereas Fox is to Yoshi? We'd have to get, like, in the tournament. It'd be hard to calculate, like, how many times has a Fox knocked Amsa out at the high level? But, guys, leave a comment below or post below. Do you think Amsa's prime is over? Or is he still going? I mean, you could argue he does have 3 seconds this year, but some of his losses haven't looked quite as good. Okay, you could argue, well, he just took first in a tournament, not a major, super major, but LA, he does go to the California tournaments. Don't park on the grass, though, 9 to 12. Like, you got to be better than Amsa. You got to be, like, top 5. Okay, let's see. Egg Dog, he took second. Okay, that's impressive. Tipped off fourth. Get on my level, 17th, 24th. Like, you can't do that. Genesis second, which we just showed. That was impressive. But guys, leave a comment below. Hope everyone has a good weekend, and check out my top 3 from Brooklyn this weekend. See you guys.